Well, Vertigo, a map we don't see all too often here, but in the SCL Season 6, it does look like it is going to be our deciding map between Blown and Legates here in the SCL Intermediate Division. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Legates taking on Blown, the UK Derby. UK/Irish Derby, I guess, probably the best way to put it. As we do start to get ourselves underway. Legates here on this T side, looking towards a big showing for their T side. They will boost themselves up towards that plank area of the map. Kayadu make his presence known. Potential for him to try and find himself a frag. Will be able to find himself one. That B side hold crumbling as we do see Blown give up the bomb plan here in the pistol. It's now Legates to continue their push through. The retake to come through from Blown here. We are going to see Jins really look to try and get himself that opening frag. Potential for him to do a little bit of damage coming through. We are going to see Aatrox good enough for one. Aatrox, potential for him to find himself a second. Venzo good enough for one. Aatrox to double up. Aatrox eventually going down to Nino. Now Dag, Rayman and Big Gun. I'm going to see Rayman stuck here in this 1v2 situation. Good enough for one. We'll find both actually. Don't even worry about waiting to play time. We're going to see Legates able to pick themselves up the first round. A beautiful 2K coming in from Raymond there. Able to get himself two. AKs, Galils to come out here for Legates. Aatrox, you can suspect he will get himself an AK. The investment into rifles here so far for this T side. We are going to see Aatrox hit quite heavy by that nade. Deagles to try and get majority of the work done here for Blown. Venzo to potentially even catch out one of these AKs, and Will K going down quite early on. Venzo to recover the Kalashnikov, as we will see Aatrox able to find Jins a beautiful shot. That Deagle having very little effect here. Big Gun to find Kemp. Adam JC, however, the Irishman, good enough for one. Now, it does look as if we are going to see a 3v3 retake coming through here. Legates once again targeting this B side. Good enough to find an early frag. Aatrox now leaving it down to the two AK-47s for Blown. Does look as if we are going to see Blown now continue to try and get a little bit more of a push coming through. We are going to see Aatrox not really be up to much. Blown really looking for the exits here. I'd expect that there'd be a trade that comes through here on Adam JC's frag. Adam good enough for nothing. Actually good enough for one before Dag to execute the poor bloke. So we are going to see Legates able to pick themselves up a second. Cause a little bit of trash talk between these two teams. A little bit of bad blood. Definitely. We are going to slowly see, Adam JC. We're also going to see K be quite active towards each other. These two have continued to have a storied history. We're going to see Venzo trying to find himself a bit of use with that AK. For that bomb to go down, Venzo needs to try and find himself a little bit of damage. That Mac 10 of K will have very little to do here. Jins to find one with the 5.7. Jins potential for the second here with the 5.7 and Will. Jins can't find a third though. We're going to see Dag, Big Gun, able to shut down this ramp retake coming through here from Blown. However, the site presence to be hailed as Raymond good enough for one. Now the 1v1 situation. Raymond, Adam to be stuck here. Adam, potential for him to be able to find this final frag, and Will. All of a sudden, we're going to see Blown not have enough time. The AK to be recovered here. Adam's 2K not enough as we see Legates come out with a third here, but quite an expensive one. Dag, Aatrox have majority of the cash here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an AWP come out. However, it does look to be AKs to be dropped over. As we will see Legates continue their push through. And importantly, see BLOWNesports continuing to try and fight here in the server. going to see Venzo good enough for one. Dag to be able to find that trade. We are going to see Jins continuing to try and hold this ramp area of the map. Going to see Kemp good enough for one. Potential for Kemp to continue to try and keep this pressure around. However, the presence from Kate keeping Nino quite intrigued. So we are going to see Adam good enough for one. Nino to find himself another frag here, leaving it all down to Raymond here. 30 seconds left to play. A little bit of mid-control all. That stands between BLOWNesports and their first round. The big question is, are we going to slowly see Raymond good enough for one. Potential for the second to come through Raymond. Probably will be found by Adam. So we are going to see Legates give up there first, and Adam to rub a little bit of salt into the wounds after time. So we are going to continue to slowly see Adam trying to hold down this B site. Good enough to be able to find Raymond. So we are going to see Jins trying to re-hold a lot of this aggression coming through. We will see smokes going down. So we are going to see Jins. Aatrox to try and find a little bit of damage between him and Nino. Will have a tag apiece. As Kemp 2 try and hold. As Jins to have a little bit of control coming through here. Definitely looking for a big hit to come through. We will slowly see Legates now. Slowly trying to put up a challenge in towards this ramp area of the map. The Deagles, the Mac-10s, the Galil. To try and do their worst, I guess. We're going to see the Molotov go down. We'll slowly force Legates around it a little bit. Won't completely stop the push, however, we'll just create a bit of a subsidiary. We're going to see Venzo, Jins, able to find themselves a few frags apiece. Dag, good enough for two, however, being found by Nino. Has Blown to pick themselves up second. We are going to slowly see now BLOWNesports to continue their pressure against Legates at the moment. So we are going to see Vincenzo good enough for one. Adam to get one back. More importantly, continuing to try and hunt down here these pistols. We are going to see Venzo good enough to find the frag. Adam will eventually hunt his prey. As we see Blown able to tie it back up a 3-3 scoreline. So we are going to continue to slowly see Legates continuing the trash talk coming through. More importantly, we are going to slowly see Blown really look to get aggressive on this mid control. are going to see Jins now in a position where he's going to try and continue to hold this pressure down, but this boost coming through here. Raymond to be spotted, Adam to find the frag. We are going to slowly continue to see here. A big push, Kate, to try and find himself a tag. Only the tag. More importantly, Molotovs to go down. We are going to slowly see Blown Esports looking to try and hold down this A-site. Jins needs himself a big hold here. Good enough for nothing. Aatrox, K to find themselves one apiece. K trying to get the 180 rotation to come through. But it won't happen as of yet. More importantly, we are going to see Big Gun able to find that trade onto Kemper. Now, the 2v2 situation coming through. Adam. Well, 3-4 Big Gun. Able to find himself 2, and all of a sudden Blown to pick themselves up a 4. Ooh, look at that graffiti. That looks so pretty. That looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, that graffiti. We are going to continue to slowly see Legates now be put into a position where does look as if Kemp needs a big hold coming through this mid area of the map. Nino to try and help out. Good enough for 1. Adam to find himself a 2nd. Actually, Nino to find 2. Jins finally good enough for something as he finds himself a frag. Adam to be able to double up here as we are going to see Blown able to pick themselves up a 5th. Legates, after what was an explosive start, unable to keep that momentum going. We are going to continue to slowly see Blown Esports continue this push here on this CT side. We're going to see Jins continue his push. Dag to find himself a frag with that AWP. We are going to see Kate. We are going to slowly see K find himself one. Going to see Cam able to find himself one. Beautiful execution coming through on this A side here from Legates. We're going to see this 4v3 situation try to play out. K needs to find himself a frag. Adam going down, and all of a sudden K continuing his push to come through. That nade to be able to be rewarded. Kemp with the frag, and more importantly finding Raymond down very low. All of a sudden making the potential here for Blown to potentially have themselves an opportunity to win this game so far, win this round. Big Gun Dag to be able to find themselves one apiece, and now Legates to find themselves a 4th. Stop the bleeding a little bit. We are going to continue to slowly see Raymond able to find himself that frag. Adam to go down. There's now Big Gun to continue his push. Now we're going to continue to slowly see a big push coming through now. Jins to push through that smoke. Good enough for 1. That flash all the way from Venzo. Really good for helping out. Big Gun to find himself 2. However, Legates to try and open up this A site continuously. So we are are going to slowly see now Legates to push themselves over towards this A side. 50 seconds left to play in the round. 3v2 situation coming through Legates. All of a sudden, really just trying to take a bit more control of this game so far. We are going to slowly see Big Gun now continuing his push coming through. Raymond, get that bomb down. The nade to find the frag, however, the bomb plant can't be denied. We are going to slowly see Chem able to find himself one. Will stick the defuse. No shot is he going to win it. Aatrox will let the defuse happen, but get the knife frag. Oh no! Blown to get 6. Aatrox to get a defusal. Hello, Mr. Chico. How are you? So we are going to continue to slowly see. Jens to potentially pull himself out. Good enough for one frag. Potential for the second to come through. More importantly, we are going to slowly see Cam looking to try and hold this B site yet again. The presence from Ray to continue his, I guess, aggression as we do continue to slowly see Legates now in a position where we are going to see Cam to really try and hold out this this B push coming through. Dag to actually be tagged up at the bottom of that boost. Jins, beautiful orb shot to be able to find that frag on a Big Gun. 1 point of health, 2 frags. More importantly, a big dream. We are going to see Cam able to find himself one. Cam to find himself two. Can't find the third though. Aatrox to get one back. Aatrox to find himself a second. Aatrox can't find the third. Blown to pick up 7. How about me? I'm okay, Chico. I'm living life at the moment. I gotta go, after this I have to go to the doctors, which is awful, because I dislocated my jaw the other week. So that's why my voice has been a little bit average, but yeah, we're living. We're living, Chico, we're living. Is that the Moshi CS in my chat? Oh, how can I ever have such royalty here at the SCL stream? We are going to slowly see Aatrox now continue to push themselves around. Smokes to go out. We are going to slowly see Raymond to try and put together a piece of Counter-Strike brilliance. K to find himself the opening frag here, planning very safe. We are going to see Cam watch through that mid control. It won't happen. Instead, we are going to continue to slowly see K naded down a fair bit. Jins will be rewarded with a frag, and now this 4v4 situation. Adam, Ray to find themselves one apiece. Raymond needs himself a first frag and will get it. We are going to see Ray find him okay, apparently Ray just wants to find himself three frags. That's okay. I mean, that's okay. I mean, Moshi found 4, but I mean, it's okay if Ray wants to find 3. Jeez. Legates able to pick themselves up 5 so far. Looking to try and hold Blown to a minimal impact here on their CT side. As we are going to continue to slowly see yet again. We're going to see Aatrox continuing his aggression, able to find himself a frag. Smokes to go down. Now, more importantly, that bomb to go down. As we will start to slowly see, yet again, a big push come through from Dag, able to find himself 2. As we do start to slowly have a look. Yet again at Legates, continuing their push coming through. Legates to get themselves a 6th round. Blown to look to try and keep this AWP in a position where it won't be messed with at all. Instead, it will go down, and now Adam JC left with just an MP9. We're actually going to see the AWP just be disregarded. Yo. Infiltrate, do you not know what Coop did? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You know what? That's so cringe, really. So cringe you don't know what Coop did. We are going to continue to slowly see. Ask Mosh, he knows what he did. No, I'm saying you don't know what he did, which is cringe. I know what he did, because me and Mosh are best friends. We are going to slowly see. Yet again, Legates come through. Aatrox to get that bomb down. As Raymond to throw flashes up over the top here. This B site coming through. K2 try and get himself that spray. However, the 5-man stack through that mid area of the map. We'll see Adam go down. Jins to just be absolutely mowed down. We're going to see Venzo go down. The early victim, K. As we see Legates able to pick themselves up 7 heading into round 15. We are going to see Kate continue to try and find a little bit of work coming through. We'll see Kate slowly be supported here by Big Gun, and Big Gun to try and have himself a big play coming through. We are going to see now K and Big Gun to trade Molotovs coming through. Jins eventually will go down. We are going to continue to slowly see Raymond. Good enough for 1. K going down. Venzo able to double up. However, Big Gun to find that trade. Now all of a sudden, we are going to continue to see Blown. We are going to continue to slowly see. Yeah, I gotta see Aatrox good enough to find himself 1. Potential here. As we will continue to slowly see. Yet again. Dag continuing to find that final frag. As we do see Legates able to pick themselves up 8. So we are going to continue to slowly see Legates now look towards this second half to try and get enough done. It does look as if we are going to slowly see Legates looking towards their CT side after taking the lead here on their T side, my apologies, to get a fair bit of damage into the right hands as we do start to slowly get ourselves underway. More importantly, it does look as if we are going to see Blown looking to their T side, my apologies, to try and put together a few bits and pieces. More, I guess, this A hit coming through as we will start to slowly see Kemp lead the charge here for Blown Esports. So we will slowly see some tapping being done. By some utility coming out. It does look to be as if we are going to slowly see yet again a big hit coming through. Aatrox to try and get himself that bomb defusal. Aatrox to find himself a frag. Aatrox needing potentially a second to come through, but Jins with the knife. A big boost in cash. As well, life is not out to get you. Jins is, and he's got his knife out. We are going to see the AK immediately be brought into this game. As we are going to continue to slowly see a big push come through with Adam JC. Coming up, Jins to be able to find himself that first frag. Tag to find himself one. We are going to see Kemp good enough for one. Will double up, more importantly. We are going to slowly see Blown now in a position where they can potentially even take the lead here. Raymond stuck with just a P250. Won't be able to stop the bomb plant. So we are going to see Raymond good enough to find himself a first frag. We are going to continue to slowly see a big show coming through. Jins to be able to find Raymond. Blown to pick up 9, and Legates to suddenly have a big hole to fill. The rifles to try and fill that void. As we do start to see Blown now in a position where they will push through and will try to put together bits and pieces. Blown to now aggress this B area of the map. Raymond good enough for one. Venzo will be able to find himself that trade though. As we will continue to start to slowly see Blown and Legates look to try and settle the difference between the two of them. Smokes to go down and stay down towards that ramp area of the map. We'll slowly see Big Gun able to find himself 3. A huge shutdown as we are going to see Adam JC now the last person left alive. We are going to continue to slowly see yet again a hit coming through from Dag the Pimple to wrap around this mid area of the map where it does look as if this A hit is going to happen. We are going to slowly see Adam JC to find himself this first frag. Adam JC to throw that Molotov out. The bomb will be planted with very little to be said over here from Legates. Instead, Adam looking for that frag. We are going to see some utility come out. The wraparound coming in from Aatrox will be able to find the frag, and the reward given to Legates here. As we are going to slowly see. Someone get a slowly counter going on. How about I slowly ban you? How about that, huh? How about that? That's what I thought. Shut your slowly ass up, boy. It's a slow-paced game. What do you expect from me? We are going to see Kane out looking to try and put together a hold coming in from Sandbags. Big Gun to try and lay down a little bit of support. We are going to see Blown take heavy ramp control quite early on. Legates to, you work for us, and guess what? I also work for SCL. I got to do what's right. Are you putting racist slurs in the chat? That's it. Whoa, Legates putting like racist slurs in the chat. I gotta ban him. Well, we see Aatrox just completely ban Adam JC from life. Legates eventually able to pick themselves up a 10th. We are going to continue to slowly. That's 3. You can't count that to the counter. We are going to see Kate with this Mac MP9, sorry, able to find himself 1. Eventually finds himself 3 overall as begun to continue his push coming through. So we are going to continue to see Legates pushing forward. The rifles to come out, K still with that MP9. Legates to continue. I see Jin's good enough for 1. The trade to come through from Dag. We are going to slowly see Nino continue his aggression through. Benzo to find Dag. However, we are going to see this aggression from K. He's going to find both of them. They line up for him. Beautiful work. And plus with that MP9 cash bonus, we are going to continue to see Legates have themselves an amazing time in the server. Yet again, Adam left by his lonesome here. We are going to slowly see K now with that nade able to find a little bit of damage. That flash to go through Adam to try and avoid it. Adam eventually going down. So we are slowly going to see Legates pick themselves up 12. Now we're going to slowly see Big Gun just absolutely spray down this mid control. Adam, yet again, left by his lonesome. So we are going to slowly see, yet again, Legates continuing to push quite aggressively. Adam trying to hold his lonesome, trying to hold himself up. We are going to continue to see Raymond trying to find himself a little bit of wiggle room here. Dag with that AWP will be able to find Nino, and with Kemp so low, Jins to join him. That nade, so much damage being done. We do continue to see K to find himself that frag on Jins. Venzo to go down. Kemp, Adam JC continuing to try and put, well, at least try and find 5 frags. As Adam just giving away where he is. We're going to see Big Gun to find the frag. As Adam to swing wide. Big Gun to Pick up 14 for Legates here. Has blown. Almost looking but to give up from that comment made by Adam. Legates to win next epic, guaranteed. You reckon? So we are going to slowly continue to see K good enough for 2. Big Gun to help out even more as Legates almost look certain to pick up 15 here, and they will with very, very little issue. Are going to continue to see Raymond now unable to find that first frag. We're going to see Nino go down Aatrox with that AWP to find himself a frag, and all of a sudden it does look as if Kate unable to find anything. Kemp in the Molotov will burn. Jins and Venzo now stuck in a 2v3 situation. Jins who continue to try and push forth. Able to find himself a frag now. A 2v1 situation. Venzo left in it. As we do continue to slowly see Venzo now slowly make his way around. And more importantly, it will be Big Gun to try and cap it off here. The flash to come through. A knife to come through from Big Gun. Just complete BM in the server. So we will see Legates able to pick themselves up 16. Big Gun actually just spoiling it in chat for everyone who's watching. Thanks, Big Gun. I can tell why your gun's brain small. We are going to slowly see Legates able to pick themselves up the win here. Now, all of a sudden, we do start to slowly see Legates now move to 2-2 here on the server after the forfeit win against Train Team earlier today. It's Big Gun. Shush. It's Big Gun. Big Gun. As we do start to continue to see BLOWNesports as well. They'll move, I believe, if I remember correctly. They moved to 2-1 they moved to 1-2 if I remember correctly. I will have to check though. That's if SCL's website wants to work. We will check it. They moved to 2-3. Whoops, my apologies. Okay, Mr. Big Gun. No, Mr. Big Gun. My apologies. I'm sorry. But it's a great game from you today. 23 frags, 15 deaths, 7 assists. Pretty good from you. Although, only an 88 ADR. Cringe. That's okay. You know what isn't cringe? Some of the best SCL clips. I'm going to send you over that way, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an absolute pleasure to join you all here tonight. Thank you for dropping by, whether it be with me on the main stream, with Zola and Charlie on the main stream, even me over on the B stream. That was pretty hype. We are going to slowly pack it up here. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy some of the best clips of the SCL. I've been your Castle Flamboyant, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more SCL action. Peace.